Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Apologies, we are going to start shortly. We are just using that opportunity to wait for others to join us before we start. In less than 10 minutes, we should start. Today is Saturday. People are trying to, do their chores, do whatever is needed as weekend, preparing for Monday. So some might be on transit, some might need to settle before they join the webinar. So be rest assured that people are joining this webinar, and then it's going to be a massive one. We're going to learn a lot from this webinar. So I want to charge you and be rest assured that you are going to take a whole lot of value from this webinar. So let's just give those who are on their way the allowance to also join the webinar. Or do you want us to start right now? I need your response. Do you want us to start? If you want us to start, kindly drop that in the chat section, or you give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know your opinion. Do you want us to start? Or because we are trying to wait for others to join us, and I'm very sure very soon people are going to be joining. All right. So in less than 10 minutes, we are going to start. In less than 10 minutes, we are going to start. Just be rest assured you're going to get a whole lot of value from this webinar. That one I can assure you. All right. So
have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come right? Oh, have you ever? What do I gotta do to get you in my arms, baby? What do I gotta say to get to your heart, to make you understand how I need you next to me? Gotta get you in my world, 'cause baby I can't sleep. Ooh, have you ever loved somebody? and your nights get a little bit colder. Oh, oh, oh. I know that you'll be right back, baby. Oh, baby, believe me, it's only a matter of time. You'll always be a part of me. I'm part of you indefinitely. Boy, don't you know you can't escape?
All right, good evening, everyone. Apologies for that. But I still think we are still right on time. All right, so please confirm if you can hear me audibly. Kindly use your thumbs up or your favorite emoji to confirm that you can hear me audibly and clearly. Please confirm if you can hear me audibly and clearly. Can everyone hear me? Hello? Am I audible? Nobody is reacting to what I said. Can everyone hear me? Am I audible enough? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so good day, everyone. Before we begin, thank you for making out time to join this webinar. Like I said at the start of this webinar, many others will join us. It's just that some might be on transit. Today is Saturday, and then people are preparing for work on Monday and all that. So, okay, so I know people are joining in from different places. Some are joining in from another country. I have Ghanaian friends who are joining in, and then we have a whole lot of Nigerians. So I want to say good day to you. So before we begin, I would like to start by asking us questions. So the topic or the theme for this webinar has been captioned AI for Work and Productivity Masterclass: How Smart Professionals Are Using AI to Produce Massive Results. Alright, so on that note, I would like to start by asking us two questions, just two simple questions, and then don't worry, those two questions are questions that you can answer. Alright, so the first question I would like to ask, because let's first of all examine what is AI. What is AI? This is not the first time we are hearing of AI. This is not the first time we are hearing of AI. So one of the questions I want to ask is, what is AI? And how many of you have used any AI tools before, like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, and so on and so forth? So if you have used any AI before, please just drop your message in the chat section. Drop the AI you have used in the chat section. Let me know, because I know that some of you here, you only came here to maybe get a second-hand knowledge. Some of you are already using AI, but you might not be taking full advantage of it. So drop in the chat section which of the AI are you familiar with, which one have you used. I know people use AI. People use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all these AIs, we all know them, right? So drop in the chat section which of the AI have you used. As many as you can, just drop it in the chat section. So the second question I want to ask is, how many of you are getting at least 10 times more work done because of the AI you are using? How many of you in this room right now are getting like 10 times work done because of the AI you are using? If your answer is yes, put it in the chat section. I want to know. All right, I want to know. I'm curious. I want to know how many times results you are getting by using AI. All right, so you will notice something interesting. So many people have tried, using AI. People use AI on daily basis. but very few are actually becoming significantly more productive with it. There's a difference between you being busy and also being productive. There are two different things. You can be busy and not be productive. All right. The task that is meant to take you like maybe 15 minutes, some people can spend like 2 hours, 3 hours to achieve it, when some people are just spending as less as 10-15 minutes to achieve that task. So a lot of people know about AI, but not a whole lot of people know how to take advantage or use it to their advantage to get results. All right, to build things, to build stuffs. And why is that so? Because using AI is not the same as knowing how to work with AI. I tell people using AI is not the same thing as knowing how to work with AI. If you are working with AI, one of the things you must do is you must get smart at it. One of the things AI has come to do is to help us work smarter, work easier, and reduce the time, compress the time that we use in achieving one or two tasks. So that's one of the advantages of AI amongst others. So think of it this way. For instance, now I'm thinking of a scenario is coming into my mind. Imagine, for instance, I gave two people the exact same laptop. Maybe it could be HP, it could be Dell, it could be any laptop at all. And then alongside with it, I gave them internet connection. Right? Two persons, two laptops, same laptop, same internet connection. Now, one person makes 5 million or more a month using that laptop, and then the other person only watch maybe videos, Netflix, YouTube, and scrolls social media on that same laptop. The same laptop, the same situation, the same scenario. All right, but the difference between these two people is that the difference isn't the computer I gave them. All right, the difference is how they use it. The difference is not in the gadget I gave them. The difference is how they use it. Remember, I gave them two same laptop. All right, so two same internet connection, and then one use it to get more results, make more money. All right, while the other is just watching videos, scrolling on social media with it. That's exactly how AI is. So AI is for those who only knows how to take advantage of it. There are a whole lot of things to explore on AI, and that's what we're going to uncover in this session today. So some people use AI to write. Some people use AI to write birthday messages, love messages. Some people use AI to rephrase stuff. Some people use AI to brainstorm. Some people use AI to write exams and all that. Others even use AI, right? There are some set of people that use AI to build businesses. They use AI to automate their task. They create content with AI and they are getting results, massive results. Instead of spending hours analyzing things, instead of spending hours brainstorming, cracking their brain, these people have learned to harness their potential on how to use AI and how to prompt AI and how to generate results with AI. So there are a whole lot of things you can do with AI, right? Among others, you can use AI to analyze data, write proposals, develop presentations, conduct research, and even make money. You can even use AI. To shock you, I listened to one person on Instagram, and I know many of you must have come across her a lot. She is one of the AI experts I've knew in that field. She's based in the US. One of her interviews I listened to on YouTube, she mentioned how she has used AI to build her business from zero to ground up. How she used AI, right? How she streamlined, how she looked for mentors through AI and then gather their thoughts and feedbacks into the business, like model some people through AI and then gather their thoughts. Like for instance, now he wants to build a business, and then there are steps to take, there are principles to follow, and then he will now source for models models who are like mentors to her in that field. He then gather them, use AI to pick their brains on what they will do on a particular scenario, or on each scenario, each case scenario. All right. So when I listened to her, I was like, I would say this is so profound, very very profound, very very profound. So people are using AI to do a whole lot of stuff. So I wouldn't like to waste much time. Without further ado, this session is meant to uncover. You can see my slide. I mean, if you can see my screen, so you can see my slide. I've prepared my slide, but I might not even talk about it. I might not even talk about it because our facilitator is already ready for us. All right. So my own is just to prepare the ground and make sure everyone is anticipating for what we're going to get in this session today. So today my goal is just to show you, how to make sure you how to arouse your interest towards AI, and how to change your narrative and perspective. People will say AI will take your job, but if you are very strong, right? When I say strong, if you know what you're doing, AI should not take your job. In fact, you should leverage AI and achieve better results. So by the end of this session, you will understand how to turn AI into your personal assistant, your researcher, your writer, your brainstorm partner, and someone that helps you get results faster. All right. All right. So on that note, I would like to bring up our facilitator. I would like to bring up our facilitator. So our facilitator in today's session is someone that who is very experienced using AI. She's a data annotator. She's an AI operator. She has worked this path for close to some years. She has worked this path, and she's getting results on what she's doing. And she's going to be speaking to us. She's going to be enlightening us on how to use AI for work and productivity, and how smart professionals are using AI to produce massive results. So she's going to expose us to a whole lot. So on that note, join me as I welcome Favor Faladay to this session. So the mic is yours, Favor.
Hi, good evening. My name is Favor. Thank you for the privilege to be here today. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. So yeah, he has already said, the basics of everything. AI. But basically, the fraction of AI we're going to be considering today is how it relates to professionals in um different fields, right? I'm going to be considering a lot of fields. I don't want it to be just segregated to a particular field. So yeah, I'm going to share my screen right now. Kindly let me know when you can see my screen. Thank you very much. All right. So by the way, I created my slides using AI. Right. I would always say something. As much as AI is a tool, never let AI think for you. Because there's a lot of use, right? The more you use something, the better you get at it. When you see a child in primary school, the child is doing 100 tens and units, right? But in the university, you can't be doing that. From secondary school, you should have started multiplication, right? So it shows that the more we use our brains, the better it gets. So as much as I'm going to be giving an expo into, you know, what AI is about, how we can leverage it, I also want us to have at the back of our minds that it is a tool. It should not be your main thought process. It should not be the only source of, information that you're using. So I will go right into it. So I just had to clarify that so that they will not say, is this person that taught us how to use AI? Yes, I'm passing the knowledge, but most importantly, what I'll really say is that we should not just see AI as the alpha and omega. So, like you said earlier, our topic today will be AI for work and productivity. And yes, my name is Falade Fivade. Apparently, I have two slides, but I think that the bulking one might serve more purpose so that I can really focus on the class. Please, can I get a feedback if everyone can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, thank you very much. So, yeah, why AI matters for professionals? I mean, that's a question everybody should ask from the topic. Why does it actually matter? Why are we, putting ourselves there to leverage AI in our different professions? The basic thing is professional productivity. Now, let me give a scenario of something that happened. Was it around April? Yeah. So, I was working at NGO, right, at some point. So, they were auditing for their final quarter, right? So the person they employed wasn't really conversant with the use of, you know, workspace tools and the like. So I was asked to just come and put her through. And she was like, she's so engrossed. She has a lot to do. She has deadlines. She has this. I'm like, calm down. It's not that deep. What do you need to do? She said she needs to write letters. She needs to. I'm like, are you serious about this? Then I told her, okay, what do you want to write? Then we talked about it. Okay, I'm like, this thing is very simple. As much as there's, I don't want to digress, but yeah, when you're talking about productivity, there are many things you have to consider. You have to consider the things that are urgent, the things that are not very urgent. I mean, it's the urgent things that need to get done right. The letter may not be urgent, right? And it may also be urgent. So in a case where it's urgent, instead of using 2 hours to think about what you want to write in letter, structure. What do you want to do? The first thing, the time, the date, the this, what is the content I want to be in it? Carry it, paste it to ChatGPT, create a professional. When ChatGPT generates it less than 3 minutes, 3 minutes, one less than 1 minute, it's Claude that takes as much as 3 minutes because Claude is a very deep thinker, right? And I was like, this is the letter. And then we looked at the letter, we're like, okay, this is not right, that is not right. We adjusted it. Within 20 minutes, we're done. And like, this is what you've been racking your brain about. So imagine the amount of, there's something about we humans, right? When there's a lot of things on our mind, we tend to lose focus. Even the other things that you have to get done, you are destabilized because that thing is at the back of your mind. So after doing that, and she was like, she has another one. I'm like, everything. I'm very sure we did everything in less than 30 minutes. And I told her, if you don't learn to leverage AI, you put yourself under a lot of pressure that is not even necessary. Once you know the basic of what you want to do, AI is the tool that will help you amplify it and make it look as presentable as possible. But remember, AI is not perfect. Even when you use ChatGPT, because I have a premium version, ChatGPT will tell you it is an AI, it is liable to mistakes. Right? So that is the background knowledge I want us to have right now. It is, as much as AI is a productivity tool, it should also not be your main source. Right? So yeah, we want to talk about the key impact areas of AI. Routine task automation, like CRMs. Most CRMs, get response, go high level, Clavio, most of them have AI features. Right? Even before AI became the general thing, right? That was how it was. So for automation, like now, I know there's a very high chance that everybody got a reminder for the meeting 1 hour before the meeting. It is most likely automated. I mean, I can be sleeping in my bed and my CRM is legit sending mails to people and I'm sleeping because I have automated it. So I don't have to start thinking, oh, I have to wake up by 12 a.m. to send a mail when I can always automate an AI to do it. So can you see how it's a tool that makes our life easier, right? So the next thing is decision making. Of course, I would not say that it should be your main source of decision making because that's why God gave us brains, right? Our brains are, there's no limit to what our brains can do. That's one thing I'll tell you. As much as AI is so smart, right? There's like, if you really think deep about things, what you would discover as a human is not the same thing an AI would do. Because the way you think, the way we, strategize on things. It's way different. I was in a leadership conference earlier this month, and we're asked to do a class, not a class, a group discussion where you know, we had a topic and we talked about it. In less than 20 minutes, we were able to do a presentation. We did not use AI. Those are people with brains that came together. So as much as sometimes you might need AI for decision making, it should not be your sole source of decision. Now, decision making in the sense that, okay, maybe you want to go to a market. I did this yesterday, by the way. I wanted to go to a market. I was like, okay, because I'm relatively new in Lagos. Most of the time when I'm in Lagos, I don't go out. So I just started really going out in that sense, right? So I was like, oh, which market should I go to? Should I go to Yaba market or I should go to Oshodi? And Meta is my guy. I was privileged to work with a subsidiary company at a point. So, and he analyzed it to me that, okay, this is it. So I was able to make my decision. Okay, if you are going for this, go to Yaba. If you are going for this, go to Oshodi. If you are, I mean, right? Not decision of who do I want to marry. You get decisions that actually make sense, not things that you're supposed to sit down and think yourself. So number three, creativity and innovation. Generative AI enables faster ideation and content creation at scale, right? Like I also said, also have a vision of what you want to see. It makes it easier. Now, there's a data for McKinsey that I'm going to be quoting. It estimates that AI could add one $13 trillion to global GDP by 2030. Early adopters gain a significant competitive advantage in productivity, speed, and innovation. So trust me, this is the best time to, know more about AI. This is the best time to leverage AI, especially for most of us. I believe most of us are still very young and we have a whole life ahead of us. This is the best time to, instead of just racking your brain, put yourself under a lot of pressure, learn to leverage AI so that you can, have time to do things that are more important and things that actually need your physical and cognitive abilities. So now, things about AI that you need to know, right? Understanding the concept is basic. Like it's basic. At least everybody should know that if I want to, let's say, okay, my laptop is doing this. Let me just give an example. So as I wanted to join the meeting, my Wi-Fi suddenly went off. I just Meta, Alpha, what are we going to do? My Wi-Fi is this. And Meta just told me what to do, and I did it. And I mean, right. So at least you should be able to know basic things that, okay, maybe when you are in a tight space and you just need to, maybe something that's to be your computer, you can not all the time. Like, please don't touch your hardware. Oh. Computer part is expensive. So yeah. So on in those situations where you are like tightened, like I need to join the meeting. Why is my Wi-Fi not seeing my hotspot? Right? So yeah, you should know that basic thing that at least AI can help with things like that. Now, the core definition, what is AI? AI is machine simulating human intelligence to perform tasks. What is simulating? Simulating is like copying, like mimicking, right? Mimicking what you see humans do. That is why for every AI to function, what we do is we operate the AI, we do something we call data annotation, that is training the AI to, simulate something we're doing. AI does not have brain of its own. That's the beauty of God's creation. AI does not have nothing. But AI can simulate, AI can check what this person is doing and replicate that exact thing. Of course, it's not going to be perfect at once because it's just like teaching a child. When you're teaching a child to walk, I mean, the child is going to fall several times. Yeah, that's the same thing with AI. When I'm training AI as a data annotator and an AI operator, what is at the back of my mind is I am training a baby. I might train it and say when this person says it, and the AI will do something different. But when I put it at the back of my mind that this is a progressive, just like humans, but we're all progressive. There's some things that a few years ago I did not know, or I did not agree that I knew. But I mean, I've come to know them now, right? So then machine learning, AI that learns from data without explicit programming. Basic data are pushed in like transcriptions, like even do you notice that most of these AI videos used to be talking to somebody to looking the other way? Now we're already training AIs to also like see and act like humans. Of course, it's a very relatively new thing, but it's going to get better soon. AIs are going to be able to converse like humans, right? They're going to be able to converse like humans and be able to, you know, act like humans would in a video. So AI are also trained with all this data so that they can simulate what humans do. So humans are like the source, really, right? And then there's deep learning, neural network with multiple layers of complex pattern recognition. So there are patterns. If you tell AI that this is a mango, right? Don't change it and tell the AI that it is an apple. Nah, nah, nah. It's going to confuse the AI. So there have to be patterns. When you train it, there has to be patterns. So deep learning is just basically neural network of multiple layers of complex pattern recognition. So when the AI is able to discover the patterns, it's going to be able to replicate and simulate what they are sent. Now, generative AI, models that can create new content, like from the scratch, they can generate it, right? Now, types of AI, narrow AI, they are
Okay,
designed
keep
for
up.
specific tasks, right? Most narrow AIs are embedded into softwares. An example
Favor.
is Canva AI.
Sorry.
Hello? Are you
Yeah,
talking to me,
sorry.
please?
Yeah, you're on slide 4. If you are sharing your slide, we're only seeing slide 4.
What did you say? Sorry.
We are only seeing slide 4. Slide 4.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sharing a wrong screen. Oh my god. I am very sorry about that. That was the other one I said I didn't want to share because it's not, I didn't want to go around. Can you see it now?
Yes, we
I'm
can see
sorry.
it
This is
now.
where I am. Thank you very much for the observation. All right. Sorry. All right. Can you see my full screen now?
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the observation. So yeah, narrow AIs are mostly embedded, like the kind of things you see in CRMs, like Meta on your Instagram, your Facebook, your WhatsApp. Yeah, most of them are narrow AIs. They are designed for specific tasks. If you notice, the function of Meta on WhatsApp business is mostly when you see the question is going to potentially say you should deal with. It's going to basically be about what's it called? It's going to be about business, something other, all those kind of things. So most narrow AIs are for specific purposes, right? And then there's the AI, general AI. Some people call it generative AI. It's an hypothetical AI with human-like reasoning across different domains, like it can text, images, codes, and the likes, right? Now, for AIs, right? AIs work differently. There are some ones that are supervised, right? Everything that is taught there is supervised. There are other ones that are unsupervised. Like they just allow the AI to just roam around, like what Meta is doing right now. I mean, hope you know that your IG chats are not secret. Hope you know your WhatsApp chats are not secret. They can literally they are around you, right? So, right, those are, of course, they are also supervised, but a part of those models are not supervised. They just allow them to pick things from, conversations and the likes. And then there is the reinforced learning, where they are leaving the AI. That is what is done with Meta, to learn itself through through patterns, right? Recognizing patterns, and then there's also, the parts where it is left unsupervised. Now, one major generative AI is Claude, ChatGPT, and Grok. The major ones, of course, Gemini too, right? Four major ones: Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, and Grok. Yeah, those are the most common. Of course, there's several types, right? Which we're going to be diving into. All right, I'm trying to move to the next slide. Yeah. So now, evolution of AI in the workspace. One thing I've learned is that if you don't embrace AI in this 2026 and going forward, your work is going to suffer, because you'll be surprised that people can deliver faster things you are saying now. This thing is going to take 1 week, sir. I mean, and the Gen Z in your office is delivering in 3 hours. They'll be like, I mean, they will see no reason to need you, because every business owner, every leader, every manager is expecting results. And results also means saving money and saving time. Really. That is how every manager would think. So yeah, you also have to have that at the back of your mind, that it is very important that you embrace AI right now. So, the next slide. Okay. Like I already said earlier, AI encompasses like a diverse range of technology, like a very diverse one, right? Like I said earlier, generative AI, some people call it general AI, but it's mostly called generative AI, right? I already mentioned what it does. And then there's NLP, natural language processing. That's what happens with audio. I don't know if anyone knows Otter. Otter is an AI that transcribes audio, fireflies, and the likes. Most of them are natural language processing (NLPs). Basically, language or India or Chinese. So that's why I mean AIs are trying to speak Yoruba now, speaking Hausa, speaking Swahili, and the likes. So yeah, those are um natural language processors. And then there's computer vision. They have to do with seeing things, right? Imaging, sensors, facial recognition. I mean, facial recognition is AI, right? All those kind of things, all those autonomous system. I mean, if you read about the AI industry, you would have heard of a company named Clearview AI that was using people's facial this. And that's why social media, you have to be very careful what you post, especially children. I don't think people should be posting their children in it. It's my personal, maybe because I'm exposed to the industry. So yeah, computer vision. And yeah, I would like to put a disclaimer for, I mean, we are professionals, right? I would like us to also be very careful about what we post on social media, right? Especially Instagram and Facebook, because the current algorithm, when you post about something like now, people have heard about when you drop. I'm trying to look for an example that will not seem insensitive. Yeah, but yeah, everything you post, the algorithm will make people that like what we are talking about, even though you'd not even put caption, the AI is able to transcribe it, and the people that are related to such thing will be able to see the post. So let's say maybe something happened at your workplace and you post it, your boss will see it too. I just said I should put it there. So yeah, as much as we are tech savvy, we say we should follow the trends in technology, we also be careful because nothing is literally safe in that sense. And then I think I already spoke about the rest. Robotics. We may not really need robotics because I mean most professionals may not really, but let me just talk about robotics basically. Like what Elon Musk is bringing, robots that can, do household chores, do all those things, work in bars and the likes. That's basically robotics. And they are mostly trained by egocentric videos that shows video of human beings working, right? So I think we can go forward. And now I want to talk about AI tools for different professionals. And the first thing I'm going to be considering right now is for writing and communication. Now, like you said earlier, if you joined the meeting earlier, we was talking about how that people are making millions. People are making millions with AI just by writing, right? They don't, even me, but I've not started making millions, sha. Yes, but I know that people use AI to write. Of course, me, I'm not in support. Why? AIs can make mistake and to go and quote what is not, and somebody will come and drag you with the post. So anything you want to do this with your free mind, but you can do it for ghostwriting. That may work, creative writing, right? But not something professional because if you I mean all of us plan to go higher in our careers, right? So we don't want issues in the future. Where did you see this? My company did not say this and AI told you he said it. That's what we call hallucination in AI. When the AI is hallucinating, what is not there, the person is seeing it, right? So yeah, so for professionals, you can use AI writing tools to save like 2.5 plus hours per writing day, right? For communications, for your blog, for your email, even email, please, when you write with AI, like I said earlier, please review it. AI can hallucinate, AI can, it can be funny. You see, there's no end to what it can do, right? So you also have to be careful. So the first one I'm going to mention is ChatGPT, of course. Very common guy, very popular guy among the the AI gang. Then there's Claude. Claude, I mean, if you want to do analysis, Claude is your guy. Claude is that AI that is very good to use, right? So the next thing is Grammarly. Grammarly is for, I don't know why I forgot to write Qbot. I use Qbot more than Grammarly. I don't know why. I just have a sentiment with Qbot. Qbot is a bot like Commit bot that that checks your grammar. So it has been simulating different grammar than now. When you are writing, when I do I write academically. When I do academic writing, I use Qbot to check my grammar, because I mean, imagine writing 15,000 words. How many grammar do I want to check? And sometimes the English is making sense in your head, but it's actually grammatically wrong. So yes, you use that. I mean, imagine if I have to proofread myself and I'm not using the AI. It's going to proofreading is going to take days. Sometimes I proofread a whole thesis in less than 20 hours of work, like full this thing, less than. And what me I do is, as I write, I'm proofreading, so I don't have to go back, right? So imagine even you have to go back, and it will take a lot of time. But with Qboat, what am I saying? I think 20 hours is even too much. I don't think 10 hours, because of course I may not have to do it all through the day and spill over to the next day, right? So yeah. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Jasper. It's for copywriting. Like I also said, everything AI generates for you, fact check it before you publish. If you're going to be publishing the work and it's not for ghostwriting, even ghostwriting, you have to, except it's creative writing, right? Creative, you can create anything you like, right? Then, yes, these tools are integrated seamlessly into our daily workflow. Like now, I just have a bot and an extension of Qbot and Grammarly. I rarely use Grammarly. Qbot is more of my vibe, right? They're embedded in your everyday tasks. You don't have to even. I heard that there's even one that can work on a phone. I think it's Grammarly. My sister uses it. I don't use it on my phone because most of the time I'm not an English student, but at least I hear more English, so I really don't think I need it in my personal communication. But yeah, people that are regularly always writing letters on their phone, doing all those things, social media managers, they might need that in their phone. I mean, it's very seamless. You don't even have to open a app to do that, right? So yeah, Mr. Dami is going to be dropping a link in the chat box, right? So that's going to be the link where the call is going to continue, so you can anticipate it. Thank you very much. So yeah, it helps in several ways, like I already said earlier, for creativity and high value decision making. The new meeting link has been dropped, so please let's check. Thank you very much. We're going to be joining it in, how many minutes do we have left of this call? Let me see. We have 9 minutes left. So in 9 minutes, we're going to be joined in the new link. So please let's put that in mind. Thank you very much. All right. The next slide. Oh, sorry. Yes, AI tools for meeting and transcription. I mentioned Otter AI earlier. This is Otter AI I used to use, but for some reasons I forgot the name. It's something master. Turbo scribe. Sorry, I said tribe. I'm going to write it in the chat box. Turbo scribe, and it's free. Oh, it was when I was looking for, I mean, free AI for transcription, because I do transcription at times. That one of my colleague that does academic writing now told me, oh, there's this app you can use. It generates your, of course it will not be perfect like I said earlier, but you also have to, review whatever the AI has done. I mean, imagine using your Nigerian accent, or your Ghanaian accent, or your Kenyan accent. The AI may not be able to, deduce that, right? So yeah. Then there's fireflies. I mean, fireflies is so common now. Your AI has been covered. This call has been recorded. We get that almost all the time if you join calls a lot. Yes, fireflies can record both audio and video actually, but I think the video is a paid version. Yeah. And then there's Microsoft Polypot. I use this often too. I use Microsoft tools too. Of course, I use more of Google tools, but Microsoft tools are really nice, but when it comes to AI, Google is that guy. When it comes to AI, Google is my guy. Yeah. But of course, I still don't know my way around Gemini, but when it comes to infused AI, right? AIs that are in other like how do I explain it now? All these AIs that are like add-ons. Yes. Google is that guy. So yeah, AI tools for project management and scheduling. I mean, this is the part that blows my mind. Like I was saying earlier, that you can literally be sleeping and AI is getting this done for you. Right? You can literally be sleeping and AI is getting this done for you. So yeah, AI tools for project management and scheduling. Number one, Asana. Asana. Okay, this is more of a Microsoft thing, but then Asana is that guy. Like I said, Asana, Monday.com, Notion, ClickUp. I've never used Motion before, but Notion, yes, Motion is very. Notion has been existing in like since I know that I knew about it when I was still in school, right? So yeah, Asana for project management. Asana is going to save you a lot of stress. You don't have to be stressing yourself. And then the Slack, Discord. Well, more of Slack. I still prefer Slack to Discord. Yes, Slack is very user friendly. It can be used for project. I mean, you are managing your own team and everybody knows what to do. I mean, there's a meeting in 10 minutes. You are telling the Slack bot to tell your team. You don't even, you can be sleeping and you're on leave and your bot is doing the work for you. I mean, that's how nice it has been. So you don't have to be always present for everything to remind everybody, oh, our meeting is in 10 minutes. You don't have to go and call everybody. The bot will do that, message everybody in their DM. Can you be reminded that your meeting will be holding to send you reminders, right? So that's that. And then for scheduling, of course, calendar sync, Calendly, clockwise motion, reclaim AI, right? So this, I mean, for scheduling, Calendly, I think Calendly is like one of the most popular, right? Of all these apps. Calendly is one of the most popular for scheduling events. And of course, there's this thing Google does, right? I can't remember the name. It's like a Google Workspace thing that helps you to like okay, let me give an example of how this AIs can help in scheduling. So I had somebody, he was telling me how I'm so engrossed, I'm so overwhelmed because I'm really big on productivity. If you know me, I'm really big on productivity. I can, if I have something to do, I can't sleep. I'm just active, right? So it was like I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, how many things do you have to do in a day? He told me. I said, write it down. He wrote it. Then what did I tell him? I said, take Google Calendar, put all these things and the time you want to get them done there. He tried it. He didn't do everything for like a day and he was like, wow, it's easier. I'm able to keep track of what to do. I'm able to, I said, can you see now? Of course, he didn't continue, but I mean, I did my best. Right. So yeah, it's going to save you a lot of stress. Like imagine you have 5 things to do in a day. And I would always say, as professionals, you have to plan. Like don't just let life happen to you, happen to life, happen to your day. Right. So yes, that should be at the back of your mind. Like have a plan. When you have a plan, you put it into these AI systems, AI bots, and and they're able to send you reminders. 1 hour, some reminders I can say remind me 2 hours before the meeting, remind me 1 hour, remind me 15 minutes so that I can know. Because trust me, life is busy, especially if you live in Lagos and you do a 9 to 5. I hate days that they say come and work in office. It's always am I like, oh my god, I have to deal with traffic, I have to deal with this. Right? So yeah, you always have to have those systems. It helps you to be productive, to keep track. That even if you not later do it, your conscience will be judging you. Google Calendar will say you did not do this task today. So there's that sense of accountability. These tools help to streamline your project workflow and task tracking. So another disclaimer is that these apps, most of them are not free. even when you use the free version, you don't get the most of it. So one thing I advise professionals is that if you know that it's very important for you, like I have a group where we share ChatGPT plans monthly. It makes it easier. For Claude, I don't know, that Claude is expensive. And it's not by subscription. I think it's a monthly, is a points thing or token thing. So we've still not gotten our way around because we know we need it for our work. Right. So it's just easy for us to, invest in it. So if you have a group of people that or you always need to get things done for scheduling for this, you can join money together, and if such app allow multiple logins, right, to do that, yeah, that's also productivity. So I think we
So
should we
yeah,
should
let's
move to the
switch.
next.
Yeah, let's quickly switch to the new meeting link.
Yes, I saw. Yeah, I'll be sharing my slide with Mr. Damilola, and he'll share it to the group. So I'm about to join the new meeting now. Give me a minute. All right. Kindly let me in, Mr. Dami. Okay, I'm in. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Please,
Please,
can we
can we
hear
hear
me?
me?
Yes, we
Am I
can
audible?
clearly.
Yes,
All right. Thank you
yes.
very much. Let me just close this down. Okay. Mm, all right. We are good. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Yes. So the next professional I'm going to address is people that do research and knowledge. People like me that would do academic writing, creative writing, writing on blogs, writing about AI and the likes. Yeah, it's a very good one. One that I really love, I actually really like Perplexity AI, right? Perplexity is that guy. Perplexity is really good, right? And there's this other AI, right? You.com. I need you to try that AI. You would thank me. Why did I say you would thank me? The AI does not only generate what you need, it gives you the link to the source. Do you see how smart that is? I sent it to the chat box. You.com does not just tell you that if you want to say, okay, what is algorithm? It doesn't just tell you it gives reference to where it got the data from, which makes it to I prefer it to ChatGPT honestly when it comes to like things that I want to know the source, like where did this AI get this thing from? So that I would know so that I will know, is it the trusted source or it's just one of those things, right? That is why I like you.com. You.com, and I think you can use 25 prompts a day. That's a lot. And 25 prompts. Like, what do you want to do? 25 prompts a day. So I don't even need to subscribe for you.com. And I know it's gonna, except maybe I want to that, and I don't use it for academic writing. I just mostly use it for maybe I'm looking for a paper and I'm finding it very hard to get the paper. I just put what I'm expecting and it shows me the source where I can get the paper for free, right? And I'm good, right? So yeah, there's Elicit, an AI research assistant for literature review when you want to, for people that have graduated. I don't know if people in school are still here. Yeah, it's one AI assistant that you can use for your literature review, right? Consensus, true, same thing. It helps you to gather up research paper. Notebook LM, AI powered knowledge synthesis. It synthesizes knowledge from your documents and the likes, like different documents together. It just tells you, okay, this will work for this, that's all, and you pick it up and it makes your work faster. Another thing I would also say is this this AI. Oh, the AI is wonderful. What does it do? It is a cheat when I'm tired. The AI does something very profound. You know, when there's now an app called Turnitin. Turnitin is also AI too. See these people. Turnitin discovers if your paper is plagiarized or has high AI index. That is, it is written by AI. What this app I'm about to tell you does is that it humanize your text. It's called Stealth Writer. Of course, it can also make mistake, especially when whatever you write is not much. Stealth Writer, Stealth Writer, like that. I love the AI. I love the AI. It's so. You have to try to understand what I'm saying. It humanizes text. So yeah, um, that's what Stealth Writer does. So, oh, I've moved to the next slide. Sorry. Yeah, this is where I'm still at. So, in research writing, I mean, there are a lot. Everything cannot fit into the slide. There's just a lot of AIs, and there are still many that are still we've not even discovered yet. The other ones, but most of those other ones don't even have free versions, so I didn't have them. But Stealth Writer, U.com, Perplexity AI, all those are free versions. But of course, it's restricted. But you.com and Stealth Writer are your guys. At least in a day, you'll be able to do a lot of productive things. I think Stealth Writer can take as much as 1,000 words per time to humanize. That means in a day, you're able to humanize an average of 9,000 to 1,000, 10,000 words, which is fair enough, right? I mean, so yeah. The next thing I'm going to be talking about for AI productivity is AI tools for marketing and sales. These are the people chopping that money. Of course, some people might say that this AI are taking people's job. In this sense, if you understand how to use this AI, you have created a job for yourself, right? So for automating content creation, like okay, you can post a content and tell the bot to post it at this time, and it's going to be posted. I think there's a way you can do it on YouTube. Is it YouTube? Or was it on Get Response? I can't remember where I did that. But so there was a time I was into digital marketing full time. I can't really remember how I used to do it then, right? But yeah, that was how it was. So yeah, HubSpot. HubSpot is, I mean, apart from the fact that you can use your product, they also offer free trainings. Um, for everyone that attended this seminar, I'm going to be sending a link through Mr. Dami, right? And I'm going to be sharing us links to how we can get access to some of these courses for free. Courses that are free and they are very useful for your advancement in career. Right. And if you have not already, if you're a professional or you're still in school, I would advise you to go through HP Live website. HP Live has been giving courses to people, right, for free. And some of these courses takes less than 2 hours. And yeah, just that was how I started. I started taking all these courses. There's Google Essentials. I mean, there are lots of them, right? But I can't promise that I'm going to be sending this weekend because I want to make a more comprehensive list. I discovered some other new ones that I would not like to omit. So by give or take Wednesday, for everyone that attended this seminar, you'll be getting access to those sources, right? Yes. So CRM. I don't know. Is there anyone that knows the meaning of CRM?
Yes.
CRM. Yes. Please, can you tell me the meaning of CRM from your knowledge? Is
Customer
that Mr. Dami?
relationship. Yes. Okay. Should
I'm with you,
I
sir.
allow?
Yes, please.
Should
Or
I
you allow
go
someone
on?
else. I don't mind.
Yes. Yes.
I prefer someone else.
Okay.
Exactly. Customer relationship management. Yes. They are customer relationship management systems. Right. It's a system because it's mostly automated. Right. Hotspot is a very good one. Right. Also, there are also other ones like
Hotspot.
Clavio, Get Response, several others actually. But I think the most common is Clavio, Go I Level, and HubSpot. Yeah. And then there's Copy AI for copywriting for ads, for your email, for your landing pages, and the likes. So yeah, data again. 66% of marketers are now actively using AI tools. So if you are in the marketing field and you're not using it, you are part of the 34% that are not doing it. 64% report significant productivity increased. So these marketers have experienced increase from research, and 83 have seen measurable revenue growth with AI. So even if they are working with a company as a full-time marketing staff, they're also able to work with other companies because they have learned to automate systems to work in their favor, even if they are not there seated. All right. So the next, finance and accounting. The funny thing is that surprisingly, I know a bit about almost all these fields. Yeah, like I said earlier, I was working at an NGO and I was handling the finance. I was a lot. I was operations. I was admin. I was and so I got to know a little bit about financial management, and when you receive grants, how to make them, I mean, how to be transparent with your investors. I mean, people are giving you grants, you have to explain to them that your work is actually being done, you're actually seeing results. So yeah, that was how I got to know some of these things. So for finance and accounting, data rails, and then there's this, of course, the very popular one. Who knows the very popular finance and accounting AI? Hello? Is there anybody that wants to make a guess? QuickBooks. Well, I don't know Sage personally, sorry. But yeah, Mr. Damilola mentioned Sage. QuickBooks. Now, it has integrated AI systems that, you know, help with your work. I mean, Excel. Excel is doing, okay, well, Excel. I prefer Google Sheets. Sorry. But Google Sheets has there's something about Google Sheets. I don't know. There's something about Google Sheets. Like the fact that before you complete your code where you want to make an Excel formula, it's giving you ideas that this is this. So even if I forget my code, I know that, I mean, this AI got me covered. So Excel is now infused with AI. Of course, I think it's for people using 360. For Google Workspace, I think it's still free. I think it's still free. Right. So, yes, that's that about that. And yeah, for auditing, MindBridge. I mean, of course, I know that we know that. I'm guessing, I'm hoping we know that um Excel can also be used in all this finance and accounting AI. Most of them even use spreadsheet. They just create a macros on it. Excel is very user friendly and relatively free in that sense. I mean, the subscription is very cheap, in my opinion. If you are getting value for it, of course. And most workspaces that know you need it would do the subscription for you, so you don't have to use your personal money. Yeah. And then there's Worktiva. It's also for financial reporting and auditing. And there's Vic AI. Most of these AIs that I'm mentioning here, they are not integrated AIs. That is why I'm putting them there. They are not integrated. They are like standalone AIs, right? The integrated ones are the one I'm mentioning with my mouth because they are not fully AI. Excel is an app on its own. You just integrated with an AI, right? So I just want to put that out there. So yes, there have been 57 adoption rate across finance departments, right? And invoice accuracy has been 99% increased. I mean, trust me, in accounting, we will look for 1 naira and you have to explain where the 1 naira went to, right? But AI helps you to, track that, which is easier. And then there's dramatic reduction in manual reconciliation system. You'll not be carrying calculator 1 million plus 5 million. Oh, this money is supposed to be 60 million. Why is it not 60 million? Right? All those things. So yeah, that's that on that. And next, I'm going to have to run. Okay. I have AI in HR, legal, and healthcare. Healthcare is my field. I have a BSc in microbiology and looking up to an MSc in public health and ecology. So I know a little bit about healthcare, and yeah, From hiring to legal reviews to clinical documentation, AI has been proven to be very useful. For healthcare, I think it's mostly about what's it called now? Computer vision. Mostly about computer vision. Of course, there are also um systems or apps that have what's it called in them that have AI features in them, right? But most the major use of AI in healthcare is computer vision, like this imaging and all those things. Sorry, can we hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can. We
Yes,
can.
All right,
yes,
thank you
yes,
very
we
much.
can.
Okay. So yeah, for HR and recruitment, I have you Workday AI, Avi AI, and the likes. For healthcare, there's ones that IBM Watson Health, Adioc, and the likes. So for AI in healthcare, like AI in healthcare is a relatively new niche, right? I think the most active AI system that everybody really knows are the ones that are associated with productivity and you know the administrative field. But of course, you can be one of the people that will invent the AI or that would create the AI or that would train the AI that would actually solve real life problem, right? So the next I'm going to be talking about software development and education. So people will be thinking, right? They said, what's that word that they say? Luck will meet the running man. At every point of my life, you know, I've learned to pick up different skills. Now, I'm going to be creating a product in a couple of not years, but soon. If I have investors, it will not be very hard for me to engage them and give them my trust. Why? I've learned financial management. I've learned how to use accounting tools. As what other thing? I've done virtual assistant, I've done digital marketing. So even if I want to have a company, I really have to pay people to do it because I've learned them. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there. But of course, I'm a full-time data annotator and AI operator. But yes, those are one of the things I had to go through before I entered into the AI space. And yes, of course, I love teaching. I love teaching. So I'm still a tutor. Um, of course, I know Canva has an embedded AI in it. I used to generate your presentations. There's Gamma AI. There are several of them to generate your presentation, do your graphic. I mean, AI graphics. Of course, I'm not really a fan of AI graphics, but there's some of them that looks really nice, right? That you can just use to, I mean, pass time until you're able to afford someone fix, right? So you just tell the idea you're using the 2.0. 2.0 is relatively superb. Canva AI, Gamma AI for education. As okay, I teach maths, right? And of course you have to use a stylus, right? And I have to create a presentation for my class because most of these students are not Nigerian students. So what do? I develop my lesson notes, my plan, my worksheets. Okay, this is my objective for this class, and I carry everything, paste it to Canva AI, create a slide for me on this, like this, tweak like that, make it descriptive. It is for grade 5, it is for grade and biology. I do that with biology, I do that with science, I do that with math. Those are the three things I tutor on. So and it does that, and I just edit a few things and I'm good. I don't have to start thinking of, oh, how do I create this slide? What team do I already have my team of these are the team colors, work with these colors, and I'm good. So imagine thinking about how you want to do it. Presentation, I used oh god, I used hours. I went through a lot. But now with Cover AI, it streamlines time for me. Like it makes, I mean, I'll be able to focus on other effective things. So yeah, and for software development, there's GitHub Copilot rather. Yes, there's that. And some people also use Claude because I have a friend that is a software designer, right? Or sorry, a software developer, and he was talking. We're having a discussion about AI and how to infuse AI into our daily lives and improve productivity in our different lives. And he was talking about how that there was a day he was working with Claude, and Claude did a very funny thing with the code, and he was like, "Oh, you did this mistake," and Claude was like, "Oh, you're right." That is why I would tell people, even before you start using AI for work, for productivity, ensure that you have all the basic knowledge you need to know about it first. Because trust me, AI can mislead you with joy in its face, especially Meta. Meta is always smiling and blushing at me. I don't know, maybe I set it like that. But yeah, people use Claude for software development to get code, or maybe they're working on a code and they realize there's an error in a line. Everything is not going to run, nothing will work. So some AIs have been integrated into systems where they can detect where the error came from. But also remember, AI can also make mistakes. They are not perfect. They are not perfect. Then there's Amazon Code Whisperer. Is an what is the full meaning of AWS again? Amazon something something. Is it website something? I can't remember. Yeah,
Amazon Web Services.
web service. Thank you very much. Amazon Web Service, AWS. So yeah, it's one of their products. So yeah, that's it. So about this education, Camingo is an AI tutor, right? It can be used for personalized learning, depending on what your learning goals and the likes. Of course, I'm not a fan, but it works for some people, right? I mean, if the parents are available to supervise the child, it works for them, right? And the Synthesia is not free. I think I used it. The last time I used Synthesia was I was still in school. I think 2022, 2023 or 2021, 2022. It's a very old AI. Because one of the people were collecting money from Fiverr that year with this app. So yeah, it's very good for AI video generation. You can create your avatar and you just need your avatar to talk. You don't have to do so much. Synthesia is a very good app. Yeah, for education. So you don't necessarily have to show your face, right? You just have to create your avatar and throw out your video to your avatar that is showing. And then there's grade scope. It helps in grading and feedback, detailed grading and feedback, so that you can know what to work on your student, how to get better with your student, and the likes. And yeah, of course, software development fosters code completion easier rather. So, like I also said, remember to always have domain knowledge before you start using AI. And then yeah, advanced AI productivity strategies, prompt engineering, AI augmented SOPs, statement of purpose, data analysis with AI. Of course, I mentioned Excel. I think SQL also has AI embedded, or maybe I heard that they're going to build something. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to put that out there yet. Content, multi-agent systems, Gamma app. I mentioned Gamma right about PowerPoint. Gamma also creates other things. Adobe Firefly, Canvas AI, and of course you can use it for measuring ROI. Okay, am I getting my a reasonable return on my investment? Right. So when they are structured AI strategy implementation, it just makes productivity easier. So yeah, let me talk about prompt engineering. Yeah, people used to mistake prompt engineers to AI operators. We are relatively different, but of course there's prompt engineering in AI operations, but it's like a subfield. So not every AI operator does prompt engineering, right? It's just like not every doctor is a surgeon. Not every surgeon works on the heart. Not every surgeon works on the brain. That's the way it is. So it's also a way to configure AI and train AI and also discover loopholes, just like reverse cyber security. So the craft precise in prompt engineering, we craft precise AI prompt to maximize output quality and relevance across stacks. Right. Prompt engineering can also be used, it can be used reversely to, like I said earlier, as a cybersecurity thing. Because now, if you notice, if you ask some questions on Meta, ChatGPT may answer, your Meta will not answer. You say, I'm not allowed to. It might even have generated it. There was a day that Meta had generated it. You don't lose guard. Meta generated the content. But immediately, for some reasons, you remember that, oh, I'm not supposed to say it. Then he told me I'm not allowed because it has been prompted to do so. It has been trained to not do so. So there's some things that prompt engineers do. They look for prompts that will make the model do what that been trained not to do. So when they discover that the model can do this, they just discover that it is a loophole and they look for a way to block that loophole. So that's the way it works with cybersecurity. And then there's embedded AI into standard processes. I mentioned embedded AI severally: Canva AI, Keyboard, Grammarly, Fireflies. I mean, just so many, right? So embedded AI into standard processes for consistency, scalable performance, and AI for data analysis. Yeah, Power BI, Tableau, Salesforce. It makes your insights faster, and of course, Claude is that guy if you have enough tokens. And then, of course, multi-agent systems. I think I already mentioned this. Yeah. So one thing I would advise everyone, sorry, is to leverage cutting-edge AI strategies to transform your professional workflow. From prompt engineering to multi-agent automation, these approaches unlock measurable gains, with organizations reporting up to 29% productivity improvements across strategic AI adoption. Sorry. All right. So yeah, in leveraging AI, we also have to understand how prompts work. Now, let me give an example of how prompts work. You want to write email. I said, write a mail for me. You do not tell the AI to put dates. You do not tell the AI how, maybe you want it to be professional. You do not tell the AI how it will be structured. You do not tell the AI how many words you're expecting. All those things are important when you are generating a prompt. All those details are important. So yeah, I'm going to give a 6-step framework to ensure successful AI adoption in your organization. The first thing is to assess the need and your goal. As an organization and as an individual, the first thing to do before you start using AI is to assess your need and your goals. What do you need? What are your goals? Those are things that will determine the kind of productivity tools you're going to be using, type of AI tools you're going to be using. For me, I know I do academic writing, not full time, but yeah, as the need comes, I cannot play with keyboards. I cannot play with Grammarly. I cannot play with Stealth Writer. I cannot play with TurboScribe when I want to do qualitative analysis. So yeah, access your needs and your goals. That is what will determine the kind of AI tool that will work for you. If you want to do analysis, there's nothing you want to go and do with ChatGPT. ChatGPT cannot handle it. You go to Claude. You go to Power BI that has been embedded with AI. You go to Tableau. You go to SQL. You go to Excel that has been embedded with AI. You go to Google Sheets. So it is your need and your goals that determine the kind of AI that will work for you, right? It- then you identify the suitable AI tools, right? The thing is train your team and build skills. So I don't know if everybody has a team or looking forward to having a team in the future. If you're going to be using AI productively, you have to carry your team along. Trust me, it makes your life easier. You don't even have to employ a lot of steps. I mean, if every one of them are good at, optimizing their performance through the use of AI, you do not have a problem to be getting stuff that maybe do not really do a lot. If everybody knows how to optimize AI, I mean, it makes everybody's life easier. So number four, integrate AI into your workflows. You've discovered the kind of AI you need. You've trained your team. Integrate it to your everyday thing you're doing. Integrate it. Number five, monitor performance and ROI. The investment you put into training your staff. Is it yielding results? Is there difference in your sales? Is there difference in your writing? Right? And then you iterate and scale. Check, okay, what loopholes do we have? What do we not get? What are we not getting right? And then once you discover that, you scale. That is the implementation. You access your need, identify suitable AI tools, train your team or train yourself, integrate the AI into your workflow, monitor performance and ROI, iterate and scale, and you go again, basically. And I think that's like my last slide. Oh, it's not. I have one more slide. Yeah. In conclusion, to transform how you work professionally with AI, you have to automate your routine tasks, enhance decision making, and unlocking new levels of creativity and innovation across every industry and domain. Productivity have been demonstrated across writing, meetings, research, project management, marketing, finance, HR, legal, healthcare, and software development. You must strategically implement everything learned here today. Because trust me, when you keep doing what you have always been doing, nothing will change. What will force change is you implementing what you've learned. I was in a meeting, was it this week? Yeah, today is Saturday, yeah, this week. And Dr. Abiy was saying that teams that fail are teams that don't implement. I mean, he's wanting to have a strategy, is another thing to implement it. So, as leaders, as managers, as future leaders, as future entrepreneurs, it is important that you implement your strategies, right? Not just have a lot of, like Nigerians will say, don't be a head word, right? Be able to implement and translate everything you've learned. And then organizations that embrace AI strategically gain a lasting competitive advantage with documented productivity improvement of 29% or more across professional roles. So, in the long run, what this data is saying is that embracing AI will transform your work, it will transform your productivity, and of course, your team as a whole. And without much ado, I'm going to go to the next slide. Thank you for your attention. So, yeah, I don't know how many minutes do I have, Mr. Dami, for questions and discussions.
Um, okay, you can engage everyone to know if they have any question. I think we still have a few more minutes. Let's say 10 minutes for Q&A. All right, so let's have
So, Mr.
questions.
Alright.
Does anybody has any question to ask? If you are shy, if you can, you know, talk, you can put it in the chat section. You can put it in the chat box.
Okay, I saw a question in the chat box. I wasn't going through it earlier. Let me just scroll up so that I don't miss any. Mm, all right.
Okay, I guess someone is asking, is there AI to get online teaching jobs, irrespective of the departments?
Well, there are actually AIs that have been developed to search for jobs, but AIs are not specifically created to get teaching jobs. Okay, I don't know what the person means by teaching jobs. Teaching jobs, teaching AI jobs, or teaching job teaching students. I think I need to get that clear. Please, can you clarify, Mr. Anifowoshi Olawale? Thank you very much.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for the insights, full knowledge, and impact about AI. So, I think it's basically teaching, like, okay, let's say, basically teaching students, yeah, to get.
Okay, so you're talking about like getting a job that will pay you through the use of AI.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Just
Yeah,
like the way
yeah, of course. I think,
it works. Well, honestly, I've heard that people try to use AI to get jobs, but I don't do it. right? Because some of these jobs are Bangladesh, Indian jobs, and those people can be funny. You can be done and they will not pay you for the month and they will disappear. You'll not be able to reach them. So I don't know. But maybe not AI systems now. I think it's going to be apps. There are apps that actually do that. There is Cambly. If you are looking into teaching, there's Cambly. Hey, this thing that I'm telling you now, I paid money to learn it. There's Cambly. Do you know what? I would send a list to the
Okay.
page. But let me speak to Mr.
Cambly.
Cambly.
Okay,
Those guys have been
okay.
disturbing. There's this other one too. I've not had their time because yeah, like I said, some of these apps, the reasons why I've not even had the time for them is that some of them don't their demos are too all this foreign this thing, which is of course as it should be. But Cambly works. I want to even be sure if I'm getting the spelling right, but I think I am. Yes. Please, any other question while I saw um
Okay.
Mr. Olawale.
Okay, just kindly unmute yourself and ask your question.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you for the nice presentation. On my side, I love to know where I can get to know more about to be familiar with this tool. Let's say I want to know more about not I hate some of the tool not LOM. How could I be familiar with those tools? Let's say I want to learn more about those AI tools.
All right. Yes, like I said earlier, I'm going to be sharing some resources to people that join that is going to lead them to the way I learned how to use some of these tools is through I think the first course I took was H no, it wasn't the first, but yeah, the major one that stuck with me was HP Live. It changed it totally. So please, can everybody drop their emails? So I'm going to be sending a mail to everyone with the links of all those free courses that you can take that would give you access to how to use them correctly. All right. Okay, Mr. Olawale has dropped his own. Copied. Please let's all drop our mails. So I'm going to send a mail between now and I said Wednesday, but it yeah, Wednesday. Let me send a reminder out too. Let me tell my bot to remind me so that I don't forget. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you very much. I'm seeing everybody's mail. So as much as these courses are not going to tell you literally what to do, they will do one thing, right? They'll give you an idea of how it works. Like if I'm going to explain everything to everybody, it's going to take a lot of time. But they're going to give you explicit knowledge. And trust me, employers are looking for your I said AY, your AI certifications, right? So I'm going to send us the resources before Wednesday. And if I don't, or maybe I missed your message, I'm going to drop my mail now. So you can kindly send me a mail that you have not received the resource. And yeah, we'll go from there. So any other question, please? I already dropped my mail. You can check the chat box. And is there anyone that has questions about AI operations, data annotation, how to position themselves for jobs?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Like, is is it is it best to use AI in studying any of these computer skills? Like, okay, for example, as a computer science graduate, okay, want to go into the practical section, like the software, the data analysis,
Yeah.
and the likes. AI recommend among one of the best, or
No,
how would I
I don't
put it?
recommend it. Yeah,
Okay,
I hear what
like,
you're saying. The reason why I don't
okay,
recommend it is that if you don't know the foundations, if AI is cooking beans for you, you will not know. Do we know the meaning of cooking beans? That means the thing is doing rubbish. You would not know. So if you want to learn a skill, learn the basics. Know it like you know the back of your palm. So AI is not a tool to learn. Nah, don't. You will not even learn anything because AI self is confused. That's the truth. AI is confused itself. So I got I'm going to read out the mails I wrote down here so that I don't miss anyone. Michael Wixie at gmail.com, MD at ayekgroup.com, Damola4542 at gmail.com, Ayomide Confidence 3 at gmail.com, Koinonia for Jesus at gmail.com. I believe those are all the mails that were sent today. Okay, I just saw one. Titilayo Alowonle 8 at gmail.com. Please, did I mention everybody? Please, if I did not mention your mail, please let me know.
Yeah, I think you should add diversity at gmail.com. Let me ask, is Mr. Tolu still on the call? Mr. Tolu,
Can you call it, please?
I'm
I
coming.
can't.
Let me drop into the in the chat section.
All right, thank you.
All right, so that's the mail, the last mail.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, I guess I'm done. Thank you
Yeah.
for having me. I really appreciate the
Thank you so
privilege.
much. What do we say to our facilitator? Can we respond
thank
with
you
our
so much.
emojis? If we
God
have
bless
gotten value from
you.
this meeting,
God
can we
bless
respond? I'm seeing
you.
Justa's
God
hand
bless.
up. Do you have a question? If you have a question,
No, no, no. I did it. A mistake. Okay, sorry. It's not mine. It's not
no,
mine.
I'm talking about Justa.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. She has given us value. She has said a whole lot of things. She has exposed us to AI tools that we need to know for work and productivity. Believe me, there's a whole lot to unpack in her session. There's a whole lot. So anytime she sends this slide to me, I will make it available on the WhatsApp community. so that we can go through it, because somebody is already asking, are we going to have access to the slide? Also, the recording will be published on YouTube, and so anytime it's published, I'll also send the link to the WhatsApp community, because it's being recorded. So thank you once again. I want us to say a big thank you to Miss Favor Falade. Thank you so much for that
Thank
wonderful
you.
presentation of yours. You have opened our, in fact, I learned a lot. I thought I know about AI. It's today I'm knowing that my knowledge is very, very narrow. My knowledge is so narrow, I don't even know shit. So there are still so many things I need to explore. There are so many AI tools I need to go back. Even this recording myself, I need to listen to it again. I need to visit it again alongside the slide you are going to be sharing with us. So thank you so much. On this note, we are going to call it a day. If there are no questions anymore, we're going to call it a day. So just to mention that if you haven't joined the WhatsApp community, um, I think I should drop the link in the chat box right now, so that for those who are not joining, because I see that there are people joining from other countries. I have friends from Ghana that joined us, and I have friends from Tanzania as well who are on this call. Like just like Mata, I think Mata is from Tanzania. Justa, where are you connecting from?
From Tanzania also.
From Tanzania. Wow, amazing, amazing. Thanks so much for joining.
Leave it, John. Come on.
Before we go, I have a friend on this call. He's a startup founder. He's an ecosystem builder. He's a tech entrepreneur. Mr. Tolulope Adiola Adebayo. He's the founder of diversity.com. I don't know if he's available, or maybe he's in a meeting right now, because today is actually the launch of Diversity. He might be juggling from one program to another. So he wants to do a short presentation. He wants to tell us how diversity works and all that. Mr. Tolu, are you still on the call? Mr. Tolu, I guess he's physically present, but not 100%, actually with us. All right. So thank you so much. On this note, we want to call it a wrap. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone. Thanks for joining today's webinar. I really appreciate Miss Favor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't thank you enough. In fact, you are a darling. You are a darling. You are a darling. All right. So on this note, we are going to call it a day. It seems we don't even want to go again. Some of us are enjoying. We've so enjoyed the session. Like, it was so engaging and so interactive. Thank you so much. I'm feeling like we should have a part 2 of this AI, because we can't really uncover everything you have taught us. We cannot. We
Yeah,
cannot. Like, we should have a practical session, right? Who is
yeah,
with
yeah.
me? So
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, ma. We are really grateful. All
Thank you
right.
for having me.
So on this note, we're going to call it a day. So you are free.
Excuse me, sorry. Someone is asking for the link to the community in the chat box.
Okay. Let me just drop that now. Let me drop that. Just a minute, please. Here you go. Okay. So that's the link to the community. And once you join, you get to receive more updates from us from time to time. So once again, thanks to everyone. Thank you all for joining. So you are free to exit. You are free to exit, as we have come to the end of today's webinar.